Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Let me see. Let's get this audio set up properly. Famous headset, yes, please. Famous system, yes, please. Like, my cat has insisted on trying to destroy my yoga mat. Not entirely sure why, but that's okay. Get some music all up in here. Shiva, no, wait, wait. Okay, I think we got the Moses. All right. I think we are all clear and good to go. A little bit of a lopsided setup here today. So sorry, that noise is going to be awful in the mic. Oh, yeah, I got my headset on. Or maybe not. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today we are doing a lot of kind of balancy-ish poses. So you're going to want to have a couple of props available to you to kind of get a little bit more comfort in some of these poses. We're going to want to have a bolster, a block, and a strap. So please be sure to go grab either a large pillow, you could use a belt for the strap, if you have a large book, or even a box for the block, whatever works. The block is only going to be used for hands, so we're not putting too much body weight onto it. And the bolster is just for a comfortable choice. So take a little bit of time to go get comfortable, get all the things that you need, get your water, make sure you got your water. I forgot my water, actually. Oh, well, that's okay. Alrighty. So there is the pose of the week included in this. There is an opportunity to practice this pose. So I'm going to show you how to do this pose. If you choose to when prompted, feel free. If it doesn't feel good, don't feel like you have to. There are other choices too, okay? So we're going to be entering this from a couple of different ways throughout the class. But the general shape is you're going to start on your knees. You're going to have one leg out. And then you're going to take your hand and lift. I am not in a position to be doing it with both hands yet, so I keep one hand on the ground, but this is a variation of Heron. And on the other side, just for a different perspective, sitting on one knee, hand down to balance yourself, and then lift. You can also use a strap to hold your foot up if you would like as well, although you don't even have to do it at all either. It's okay. The other option, once we get to this point, is half monkey pose. It is the same shape, just in a different orientation to gravity. So never feel bad about any way that your body is moving. Just listen to what it is saying and be comfortable. It's okay. It's not that deep. We're just doing yoga. We're just moving our bodies. All right, you got everything you need? You ready? Let's go. All righty. So we're going to start lying down on our back. We're just going to take some time to get acclimated, to get present, feeling good in the system. Take some nice deep breaths here. I did hurt my tailbone the other day, so you will see me doing some funny things with my legs today. Just don't mind me. It's snowboard season. Allowing yourself to completely release into the earth as you begin to set an intention for your practice today. Bringing in some deep, slow breaths as you inhale. Nice, controlled exhale. We're going to bring our right knee up into the heart, allowing gravity to do most of this work here. We're not pulling. Begin to set an intention for your practice today. Something you would like to work on and carry with you into the rest of your day. Breathing it in. Shiva is joining us. She's been a little menace today. That's okay. On your next exhale, we're going to go for our supine twist, taking our right leg over the left side of the body, opening that right arm out to the side, and breathe. This is another great opportunity for the block or the bolster. You want some elevation under the leg for some added support. Breathe deeply, melting into this pose. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the knee up into the chest and onto the back. Big hug. And we're going to bring up the left knee, big hug here, both knees. And exhale, allowing that right leg to find some length. Breathing into this light stretch here as we're waking up the body. Begin to set an intention on the flip side, something you would like to let go of. Something you would like to leave behind. On your next exhale, we're going to go find that supine twist on this side. And extend that left arm out to the side. Breathing deeply, checking in with the soles of the feet, the hands, the neck, being sure that you're not holding onto any muscles that don't need to participate here. On your next inhale, closing that left arm down, bringing the knee back into the chest, and hug. We're going to bring that right knee up as well. Big hug here. And we're going to use both legs as an anchor here. We're going to rock until we come up to a butterfly. Once we find our butterfly, we're going to sit up nice and tall, leading with the heart and forward fold. Deep breaths. Letting the upper body be heavy as you sink lower and lower into this pose. Returning to the intentions that you set, practicing breathing in what you are working on and releasing what you are letting go of. We're going to walk the hands out a little bit further, deepening the shape. And inhale. We're going to cross the feet underneath, arriving in our tabletop pose. Aligning each of the joints, we're going to take a moment here. Just a little rock forward, a little rock backwards, loosening up the feet and the hips, the wrists, maybe even the shoulders. We're going to take both feet really, really close to one another. So the balls of the feet should be touching one another and maybe even the heels. We're going to tuck those toes underneath. Remove my pant legs and kind of see really, really flat on the ground. We'll slowly walk back into this child's pose, deep stretch of the feet. You can gently rock back and forth if your feet are very tight, or if you want even more, you can come up and put more of your weight onto the feet. Trusting that your body knows exactly what to do here, that it'll take care of you. You just have to listen to it. And ask yourself, how is your mind inhibiting trust in your body? Can you release even more? Breathing into the soles of the feet. We're going to slowly walk the hands forward. We're going to lift our left foot up into a low lunge. This is that opportunity for the heron. So we're going to flatten that back foot down on the earth and then rock back into half monkey. And then, if it feels good, go for that heron pose. Half monkey is just like this. Extended leg. And you don't have to be all the way down either. This is also half monkey. Wherever you are, breathing deeply. Couple more breaths. And inhale. We're going to walk back up, realigning the hips. We're going to open the feet out to the sides. So I'm going to change perspective here just so I can show you. I want kind of knees together and feet off to the sides. If that is too much, you can utilize a block under the bottom for a little bit of extra height. You can sit up a little bit higher. You can stay here, or if you want more, you want a little deeper stretch, you can come all the way back down into reclined hero. Wherever you are, breathing deeply into your shape, into your pose. Deep breaths. Playing with any dynamic movements that make it feel more attainable, make it feel a little bit more enjoyable. Your next inhale, wherever you are, we're going to slowly come back up that tabletop shape. We're going to bring that right leg forward for that low lunge and find our half monkey or maybe even the heron. Once again, breathing into your shape wherever you are, being present, allowing the soles of the feet breathe and relax, the shoulders to tuck further down the spine. Great form, you're doing amazing. Couple more breaths. And inhale. We're going to rise all the way up into a standard low lunge. Wow, big knee pop here. We're going to lift both arms up to the sky, big reach. We're going to rock forward, finding that stretch in that back leg, deep crescent. Beautiful, very nice. And inhale, realigning, lifting through the heart, control through the core, and dropping the arms and the head back ever so slightly. We're going to clasp the hands at the top. I'm going to rotate just for perspective. Clasping the hands at the top, and then we're going to sway off to one side. Feeling the stretch all the way from the shoulder down into the hip. And if you want even more, you can lean back, driving the hips forward, hands towards that back foot, and breathe. And inhale back into alignment. We're going to take the clasp of our hands. We're going to shift. So if your left pinky was on the outside, now it'll be on the inside. Lift back up and off to the other side. And realign and exhale. Both hands within the right foot. From this position, we're going to open our left arm up to the sky, rotate. If this feels good, you can stay here. If you want more, you can go for revolved crescent, low revolved crescent, taking our left arm to the low back and this underarm into a clasp or even just into that general direction. This is the general shape of the complete pose, but wherever you are is perfectly fine. Trusting the process of your movement, we're going to lift that left shoulder up even higher. Big reach. Great form, deep breaths, lifting through the heart even more if you can. And exhale, releasing that lower hand to get some extra balance. And release the other. We're going to slowly lift all the way up and find our lowered peaceful warrior here. Taking our left hand either to the hip or the heel and right arm up to the sky, big reach. And if you feel extra fancy, maybe even extending that front leg. This is a really great opportunity for the block. Get a little bit of extra elevation here, extra support. Wherever you are, breathing deeply, engaging the core, not collapsing into the low back. Very nice. And exhale, sweeping all the way through, back into that tabletop pose. We're going to come all the way down to the belly. Placing the head on the hands or the arms. And just taking a deep reset here. Once again, returning to the intentions that you set at the beginning of class. Allowing your body to melt. Allowing your body to be heavy. Noticing that each breath you take has a little bit more force, a little bit more power. As you are on the floor, there's a little bit more resistance, nice controlled breathing. Begin to ask yourself here, how often do you push the limits of your strength in a joyful way? Once again, asking yourself, how often do you push the limits of your strength in a joyful way? Whenever you are ready, we're going to take 3 more breaths here, just preparing to move again. Nice, slow, deep breath. Whenever you are ready, we're going to readjust, placing both hands on either sides of the ribs, finding your way to cobra pose, lengthening through the spine. Kiva, I'm going to need you to move. I'm sorry. You're so cute. And just hang out right there. Good spot, huh? Deep breaths, looking up to the sky, even higher if you can. And exhale, releasing, placing the hands on either side of the ribs, tucking the toes, moving all the way back in through the tabletop. I'm going to take a brief moment of body autonomy here, allowing a little bit of free movement. Maybe some cat-cow is calling your name, maybe some tail wags. Shoulder rolls, hip circles, whatever feels good, just taking a moment of play, listening to your body. Take a few more breaths to balance things out. And exhale. We're going to slowly rock back. We're going to take, actually, excuse me. We're going to take both knees as close together as we can. Tuck those toes back under. We're going to go for that toe stretch again. Heels together if you can. And all the way down into that child's pose. Or if you want more, coming up with the hands on the thighs or free floating. Breathing into the toes, returning to that first question. How is your mind inhibiting trust in your body? And how can you release more? Deep breaths. Allowing the feet to breathe. In reflexology, the whole foot represents the entire body, from the tippy top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Releasing the feet can release the entire body in several different ways. There are a lot of opportunities to practice this, but this pose is a very juicy, juicy way in order to release and breathe and listen to the body in this way. It is said that it takes about 30 seconds for the body to completely release in any new shape, especially when it's being held. Here's my headphones have deceased. Hopefully the audio is okay. Double check the music is still playing. Yes, okay. Let's find another headphones real quick. From this position, we're going to gradually release the feet, rocking up back into our tabletop pose. Breathing in and out, nice and slow. And we're going to gradually lift that right foot up into that low lunge and then find our way back into either half monkey or that heron pose. Breathing into the shape wherever you are. Perfect. All right, let me double check that this microphone is cooperating. There we go. Alrighty. Let me double check that we got, so we got input and then we got output. Okay, that should do the trick. Alrighty. Apologize for that delay. Once we're back in that tabletop shape, we are going to rock all the way back, opening up the knees and returning back to that hero pose. Once again, utilizing a block underneath of the bottom if needed support is necessary, and walk all the way back, gradually coming into full recline. My tailbone is not having that today, so wherever you are, trusting that you are exactly where you need to be. Deep breath, rocking forwards and backwards as you desire to get that lengthening through the quads, that breath through the ankles, the tops of the feet. And if you are in full recline, breathing deeply into the diaphragm, feeling that stretch on the inside of the body as well as on the outside. Nice, controlled movements here. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly make our way back up, all the way up into that tabletop pose. Switching out those feet, taking the left foot up into that low lunge and finding that half monkey or heron pose once again. Deep breaths wherever you are. Nice lengthening through the legs and lengthening through the spine. Hey, Shiva. Hello. Couple more deep breaths, balancing out how long we were there on the other side. What's up, Shiva? You want to investigate? Yeah. We're going to slowly come all the way back up into that standard low lunge. We're going to rock forward, lifting the arms up overhead, big reach until we find that stretch in that back leg. Lifting through the heart, letting the arms be heavy, head be heavy. If you do find yourself being a little wobbly, you can of course shimmy that foot off to the side to get a wider stance. On your next exhale, we're going to realign, finding 90 degrees everywhere. We're going to clasp the hands at the top and we're going to sway off to the side. Deep breaths, maybe lifting a little bit further back, deepening that stretch in the side body. And inhale, switching the clasp of the hands. And off to the other side. And exhale back to center, releasing both hands down to the earth. Opening that right arm up to the sky, twist. Again, if this feels good, stay here. If you want more, we're going to go for that revolved crescent pose. But is working. I don't know if you can really see who she's kind of hidden in that background. Hey, baby. Hello. Lifting that right shoulder a little bit higher, opening the chest a little bit more. Deep breaths. And exhale, slowly releasing that lower hand back down to the earth. and unraveling. We're going to lift all the way up and through, finding that peaceful warrior. Once again, utilizing a block if you need to for that extra elevation. Oh, hello, Shiva. And lifting, maybe even straightening that front leg. Breathing deeply, trusting your body here. If it says something, you listen, maybe ease out a little bit. It's okay. And exhale, unravel completely. We're going to return to that tabletop pose, finding that time of body autonomy once again. Little rock, little flow, whatever feels good here. Couple more seconds. Bounce things out as desired. And exhale, coming all the way down to the belly once again. Resting the head on the hands, the arms, regrounding. Allowing your breath to move you slightly off of the ground, and on your exhale, returning deeply into the earth. Once again, bringing in the intentions that you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Breathing in what you are practicing, and exhale, releasing what no longer serves you. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths. Slowly preparing to move again. Your next inhale, slowly rising up, finding that cobra shape, lifting through the heart, pulling the mat towards yourself, lengthening the spine. Couple more breaths here. You're doing great. And exhale, release. Placing the hands on either sides of the ribs, tucking the toes underneath, and coming all the way up into tabletop pose. Deep breaths here. We're going to slowly shift our weight into the right hand, lengthening that left arm up. If this feels sustainable, we're going to slide that right foot long and hold. If you still want more, maybe elevate that back leg. Couple more breaths here. We're going to release just the leg back down to the earth, lifting that left arm up overhead, big reach, and exhale, weave all the way through, threading the needle. If your right arm feels available for it, maybe taking that forearm to the low back or all the way around to the thigh. Couple more deep breaths here. Your next exhale, releasing that right hand back down to the earth. Slowly push up and unravel. We're going to look up to those left fingers at the top. Big lift. Deep breaths. Hold. And exhale, release. I'm going to roll out those shoulders and we're going to go off to the other side. Shifting weight into that left hand, lifting that right hand up. If that feels good and sustainable, we're going to slide that left leg long, maybe elevating that leg. Deep breaths wherever you are. Nice core engagement. You're doing great. Couple more breaths. And exhale, we're going to release just the leg. Lifting that right arm up to the sky, big reach. I'm going to rotate for perspective and weave all the way down into thread the needle. If that left arm feels available for it, taking it to the low back. Couple more deep breaths here. And exhale, releasing that left arm back down to the earth and unravel, lifting that right arm up to the sky, big reach. You're going to look at those fingers. Hold, 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 hold. And exhale, release. We're going to cross those legs underneath, finding our butterfly pose once again. Sitting up nice and tall. Chest forward and forward fold. Breathe into the stretch. This is a good opportunity to move any props to a center spot, easy to reach from both sides. We will be using the bolster and the strap at the same time. I'm going to place my strap here. And the bolster, I'm just going to lay on the ground under me, make it a little easier to reach. Deep breaths. And inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to extend these legs out. And slowly come all the way down to the back. We're going to go for a little figure four. Bringing that left knee up to the chest, finding that figure four shape, and then bringing it in, either holding onto the thigh or the shin for more intensity. Feel free to rock or pulse, whatever feels good here. Deep breath. We're going to hug in a little bit tighter. And exhale, release just the right foot down to the earth. We're going to go for some little windshield wipers, dropping the left foot down onto the ground. And then reverse, dropping the left thigh onto the earth on the other side. Nice slow movements here. And if anywhere feels particularly good, feel free to hang out there too. Nice deep breaths. We'll do 2 or 3 more on each side. And slowly back to center. I'm going to bring this right knee into your heart. Big hug. And exhale, switching it out. Bring that right knee up to hug. And figure 4. We're going to take that thigh or the shin. Big hug here, little rocks, little pulses. Breathing into that stretch. And inhale, big hug, deepen the stretch. And exhale, release. Finding that little windshield wiper once again on this side. Two or three more on each side. And slowly return to center, bringing that right knee into hug once again. Big squeeze. And exhale, releasing it back down to the earth. We're going to tuck in the feet as close to the bottom as we can. Realigning the hips, and we're going to lift. Squeezing the glutes. From here, we're going to slide our bolster underneath. A very tight angle here. There we go. We're going to set the low back and part of the glutes onto the bolster and release the leg. We're going to take our strap in hand, bring the knees up, wrapping the strap over the feet, and support the legs here. This is a little variation of legs up the wall. It might take a little bit to kind of readjust things as you need to. Find what's comfortable, find what's supportive. Just breathing here. Allowing the upper body to melt. Feet to relax. The only thing that should be active here is the hands and a little bit of the arms. This is the final pose of the class. So if you choose to, you can take Shavasana here, or maybe even find actual legs at the wall if you have the space available for it, or find your very own shape for Shavasana. Slowly settling into whatever feels good, whatever feels comfortable. As you settle into this pose, whatever your Shavasana looks like, begin to return to the intention that you set at the beginning of class. What you have practiced and what you are bringing in, and what you are releasing and letting go of on the exhale. Also consider, are there any ways that you allow yourself, I forgot the question, are there ways you allow yourself to recover after trying moments or days? Are there any ways you find that you recover well from trying moments or days? Deep breath in, and hold at the top and slowly exhale. Gradually bringing some motion back into the knee, sole, the wrist, and the ankle, the elbows, and eventually bring the knees up to the chest. Taking your time, finding yourself in fetal position on one side or the other. Taking a few more moments of contemplation for your practice today. What you have done for yourself. You're always on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, slowly making your way back up to a seated position. I want to thank you for choosing to practice with me today. As messy as this end might have been, I hope that you enjoyed your practice. I will gradually be getting better at this. It's got to start somewhere. Super. Those questions that I asked throughout class, once again. Question number 1. How is your mind inhibiting trust in your body? Can you release more? That question again. How is your mind inhibiting trust in your body? And how can you release more? Question number 2. How often do you push the limits of your strength in a joyful way? Again, how often do you push the limits of your strength in a joyful way? The final question. Are there ways you allow yourself to recover after trying moments or days? That question again. Are there ways you allow yourself to recover after trying moments or days? I want to thank you so much for being here with me today. And if you haven't become a member of the Body Wellness Treasury on Patreon, check the caption down below. It's a really wonderful opportunity to just expand your personal health and wellness in ways that a lot of people I feel like don't give the opportunity or space for. So if this is something that's new to you and you want a community to engage with, this is a great opportunity for that. On a couple of other notes, the Spiritual Book Club is starting on February 5th from, I believe it's 7 to 8 p.m. at Sakala Community in Denver. Oh my goodness, Shiva is so happy right here. um, we are doing the Egyptian Book of the Dead for the first one. You don't have to have a specific version, it's whatever version you have. We're just discussing ideas and philosophy. So come with whatever you would like to come with. Um, and also, if you're just there for the discussion and want to learn as well, just be mindful of if you haven't read the book or aren't well versed in the practice, that we are not discussing what is right or wrong. We're just discussing the themes of the book itself. So there are many ways to participate. Um, and yeah, definitely check my Instagram for any of the upcoming classes. You are always welcome to join. And yeah, the next nutrient class should be up here very shortly. It is all about Okinawan fermented foods. A great opportunity to educate yourself on your microbiome. If you don't know what that is, this is going to be the thing for you. And also just different ways to incorporate fermented foods, like the benefits in general and how easy it is to access here in the West as well. Um, if you have any questions, as always, please chime in either in the comments or send me a DM on the Patreon. I would love to see you over there. And the daily tips and quotes will be starting up again today. Um, there were some things that needed to be done for a little bit, and I am back on track. So I'm so excited to have you here. I'm so excited that you're able to enjoy your practice in any way that you were. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bing deal. I'm gonna have to get up, little one. Mm, you cutest little thing. Mm. We're gonna have to say bye to our friends for right now. Gonna pick you up for a second? Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to. Sure. Here we go, baby. Oh, sweetheart. Bye, Shiva. Bye. Yeah.